So I'll go into this video breaking my tripod, but hopefully not breaking the hearts of Everton in, spoiler alert, the Champions League. As yes, people, welcome to the Everton to glory. I'm calling it like it's the Grimsby to glory. It isn't as much because we're a Premier League team with some very high-rated players and players that will be dapped out in new kits. Because that's right, we've got new kits, we've got signings to make, we've got a new competition, which I've already spoiled. And as you can see, we're expected to reach the finale, the FA Cup win. Finishing a Champions League place, I think Everton actually are at that level, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we make the Champions League again and go better with 114 million. We don't even require a position like urgently. We've got a well-rounded squad that finished third in a two-horse race, and we've got the new kits I'm going to show you now, and I'm very excited about these ones. Still sponsored by Chunk Fudge, which the channel is. If you go into the description down below, you'll see it, the first link. If you do want to buy and help the channel and help your sweet tooth out, you can go and purchase from there, as it's a very clean home kit. Nothing different really about this one, but it will have a different sleeve sponsor. Oh, not sleeve sponsor, sorry, but badge, because it will be in the Champions League, with this being the away kit. A blackout one, because we're going for a bit of a smart tuxedo feel. Now we're in the Champions League and the goalkeeper obviously has to be different, so I didn't want to go with green or orange again, so I went with red. Look at Pickford in this one, he loves it. I know it is kind of Liverpool colours, but we're not going to imagine it like that. We're imagining it as blue Merseyside colours, as I think they actually won the league last year, but they hopefully don't this year. We've got 388 overalls, 187, which is the captain, James Gardner. We've got Jared Branthwaite, Iliman Ndiaye, Ferguson, potentially could already drop to the bench. We've got Tyler Diblin, Dewsbury Hall, Sardella, and Mikalenko, who I've thought to replace, with only one player actually in mind. Our bench could be stronger. We've got Travers, Irie, and Hilson, all up for potential replacement. Moss is one of our youth players back, so if we do get another left back, Josh Doig can be a spare player. And then we've got all these back. We've got a few 70 ratings in Burnt and Orokonkwo, with one player going, and unfortunately a record-breaking player. Mirza Hilal went on a permanent to Middlesbrough after a loan deal, I believe, there. Or wasn't he at Hull? I don't know what's happened with that guy. But ultimately, he didn't want to stay around. We lost Antony. We've lost another youth player, as the Brunei Darussalam centre-attacking midfielder was our first Conference League scorer, breaking that record, as behind me are a lot of players that actually are on my shortlist, but I am not going to go bidding on anybody before we see any potential offers out of the club. Going the opposite way, and we've got our youth scout, so I'm going to check the comments. As always, leave your comments below where I do send these academy scouts out to. I'm going to try and get through them all in no actual order, so if you comment it a little bit more, I might see it more, as one comment which was detailed was the Netherlands wanting a Van der Beek, a Klaassen, and a Mahrez from Algeria. As on the main channel very recently, I used Ibrahim Marza. What a wonderful player he is. Maybe get to see him someday in this save, as Carter Fletcher has a little bit of potential. He's 6'4", a big lad. And then Yusuf Hijaz also gets a promotion, as Matt Travers accepted. Did he want to leave the club or something? Definitely not on my transfer list as the backup goalkeeper, and I guess it is down to his contract, so he might be going. One of the players I actually did think about signing was a backup striker. Oh, sorry, goalkeeper. Don't know what I'm talking about. As Big Tim, he's got an offer in from the rivals, obviously getting shut down. Tim is on our bench, and I do like Iragbunam. He lays the law down for us. When other players are out, he comes in and actually performs correctly, with Mark Travers leaving the club. And for 3.9, I'm looking at a player worth 3.8 as a backup, because we need some Champions League experience and contracts. Two huge players running out, and the first one getting signed up immediately. Jordan Pickford. He's staying only another year, because he obviously is 35. Obviously wanting to stay, and Mikalenko's took a huge new deal of 90k a week. Right, the Everton contract's definitely increasing here, leaving me worried about the likes of Tyler Diblin. But let's introduce the new signing, or hopefully new signing. Now, yes, I know Jordan Pickford is getting old, but Rui Silva's worth 3.4. I don't know why it's got a question mark. I know the value of this keeper, and I am going to sign him literally on the cheap. As there's the left footer onto the bench, he's got experience from a Champions League team, which is currently a Champions League team in real life. Lisbon doing pretty decent, beating one of the big teams, and Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, right, Manchester City are approaching him. Played really well last season, and he's telling us he doesn't see his future here. I was going to look into the contract, but because we've risen in such a short period of time, from no Europe to Champions League Europe, big teams are going to want our big players. So Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, after a standout season, will be joining Manchester City for 27.6 million, and he's worth more than that. The 29-year-old, at least we're losing an old player, which isn't Jordan Pickford, and it does leave Hilson, the Icelandic man, who honestly isn't my choice at taking over. I don't think his stats are in the green, which they aren't. He's got a decent weak foot, and as a backup player, you can't really begrudge him. But he was striker I wanted to sign. We've got Josh Doig, who can play left back and left mid. Mikalenko's just signed a new deal, and now you can see my shortlist. It had both fullbacks, and I was down to these three. We've got Nathaniel Brown Svensson, but a man to leave the Premier League, and I think be perfect for the way we play. With his whipped crossing is true fair. We've got 132 million. We need to sign a big cam. We need to sign this man up. We'll give a sell-on clause to Union Berlin, but no, 73. If we don't agree on 65, which we only just about do, I wasn't spending any more. That is a big, big fee. But this man right here, but he fits our tactical style of a crosser, left back, can whip in a ball onto Luca or Leonardo's nogging. Their bonds, their head, so 65 on the dot. It leaves us with 64, which is less for an attacking midfielder. Maybe a bit of a gamble as the Premier League. We start with Southampton, okay, and hopefully Trufe doesn't remind you Everton fans of Luca Dean. That certainly wasn't my intention to actually hinder us going forward, as I know a lot of Everton fans not the biggest fan of him for the way he left, and rightly so. So when we change this team around, Hilson, have we got anyone better to go into that cam role for now? Maybe we could go with an Iliman and Die, although let's leave it. Let's sim on a bit, see if any offers come in. Any potential players found? Through scouting, as a banking issue has blocked access to a little bit of money, so that cam we desperately needed might be staying as Hilson, unless we go and sell another player, as Tyler Diblin definitely not leaving us. Same as Tim, he is loyal. We're selling literally one player as we move towards the first game of the season. This is Isaac Heath going, and I didn't sell another player, or maybe I did, as that's Tyler Diblin. Why is he leaving the squad? Please tell me somehow it's a loan or something. Almost 100 million to Aston Villa, below us in the league. I don't believe it. I don't believe we've just lost Tyler Diblin. Our best player from last season has left us. Look at that potential. It must have been, yet again, a release clause, because I definitely haven't sold him. Giving us 121 million, but kind of a window from hell. The Champions League without Diblin, right, our backup brigade, Irie and Hilson. I brought you both in for a reason, lad, so you better goddamn perform. With Moss now moving to the bench, we've got Cummings, who can be replaced by the youngster Burns, who we haven't managed to loan out yet, and I have got to check for release clauses. Going through every other player, I believe it must have been only Tyler Diblin to have one in his contract, as we beat Atalanta still in pre-season. It's Hilson with a brace. Maybe we replace the right-hand side firstly. And I've genuinely done no scouting for any wingers. All my scouting went on a left back. Obviously, we're in the Champions League, and there's youngsters like Zayed El Mubarak, who does look the next Haaland, and imagine if Everton stole the next Mohamed Salah. I think I said Haaland there, but actually, we're in the Champions League now. And we've had a player leave us for a team actually not in the Champions League. Villa weren't in the top 4. I can't believe he actually went and left us. There's Giuliano Simeone, but he will be playing under his father. Yamin Hyok's not hit his potential, and I just don't know what to do. Jack Grealish probably long gone and retired. So maybe we do what happened to us. What if we steal someone else from a Premier League team like Ahmad? I can't believe he's gone there. I'd love to get back Tyler Diblin, the first transfer to ever shock me. One man who's moved around the Premier League, but we did just get through fair. Yakuba Minte. Let's look down the leagues again, because I can't believe he left us. So now EFL Championship. And this man's still only 24. He's better than Tyler Diblin was. Abdul Fatawu. He should be almost half the price of Tyler Diblin. Well, not almost half the price. He costs 96. If we offer 60 to Leicester City, the strugglers of the Championship, they go ahead and accept it because they're struggling themselves. Obviously, in real life, definitely. And we have strict transfers on, so actually this squad has kind of improved if we do get a player younger than 29, which is up there with Dewsbury Hall. I think it proves improvement with two tired centre-backs, Hilson on a bit of form, and getting a draw against Bayern Munich. Maybe we don't rush to replace this player. He's gone up +1. He is still young. We only have 62 million, which we should get 30 million back later on to join it. I think we should be okay, and I think I'm okay to simulate the first game of this Premier League season. Fully fit team. We do have Manchester United and Arsenal up next. A 3-2 win, and the winning goal of the game coming from our man Hilson. Oh, and thank you, I thought my day was ruined. A training clash between two fringe players means we survive with our main team to play this Arsenal game. Title decider on match day 2? I'm thinking potentially as the Hill Dicky. Love this Google Maps intro. Obviously, it's not perfect. The graphics could be better, and it is a midweek game, I'm guessing. Under the lights in our new home kit. Debuting it for the camera. So come on, lads. Don't let us down, please. We've got the big white stripes on this kit, which is kind of blending into the white of Arsenal. Not too much. Maybe something to change for the next season, if there is one. Unless we go and win the Champions League at the first time of asking. Fatawu, our new number 7. He tries to cut inside. Jurrien Timber is on the left. Weird move by the Gunners, I've got to admit. Mikel Merino goes backwards. Keep chasing them down. Martin Odegaard, he turns us very well. Odegaard into Declan Rice. Maybe Moyes would want to sign him back up. As this goes out to the right-hand side, Sardella, maybe the aim for, because he was a player staying in the starting 11, who I wasn't sure about. And that is a goal from Victor Gyökeres. The man who spoilt the party last season gets his first in his first 2 games. It's just good play. Really good pass in from Martin Odegaard. Do we see a little bit of aging there by the goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford? I don't think he was great. So Fatawu, twinkle toes. He should have a few skill moves up his sleeve. Obviously adjusting back to Premier League football. Fatawu, get around your man or just go to the edge of the box. There's Garner. There's Leonardo. No, it's not. It's Iliman Ndiaye. Keep moving with the pace of the game. And there's Adrien Truffert, our new signing, with a great pass, you know. It's not all whipped crosses. It's Hilson into the box, and Hilson tries to chip it across. Not reading it, it's Fatau. Let's not lie to ourselves. Not the best first half. We've let that man run it. Or really, we've let Martin Odegaard run it. He's ran the show alongside him with the Iliman Ndiaye on the ball from the off. Into Truffert. Can Leonardo get a bit more central? I want to test the crossing of this man. It looks good. I don't like what I'm seeing, though, from the Toffees. And Hilson's been non-existent. Maybe we do go and get that player to replace him. With Leonardo finding a great ball. He's maybe turning provider. Iliman Ndiaye. He had to shoot. The angle in the box was taken up. They're taking off subs. And this is where Truffert could do well. I'm going to cut inside, we're going to go for the cross, which didn't work with 10 to go, and we lose at the Hill Dicky. Not what I was thinking at all. I just can't believe that. Expecting and thinking, I meant to say. So Man United are struggling. 19th in the league. 1 defeat out of 1, to be fair to them. That's not the worst thing in the world. And the Champions League shouldn't be organised yet. We've got Bodo Glimp in the qualifying. Don't let them go through. and actually beat us. It's got me thinking, where will Rangers be? Ooh, and the academy. Okay. Promotion time for some, but I'm looking through them and we've got a lot of 40 rated. Only one player with a bit of talent, that's Anwar Taher, who we're gonna loan out. As usually in my rebuilds on the main channel, I loan out at the end of the window when I've got 10 hours to, as I'm gonna just say yes to all of these players. Yes, they're giving Hilson the chance, but I'm gonna look at the deadline day as a time to spend money. Adam Asnu's out with the dead leg from that injury, suffered in training, and Okoronkwo, he's out for 3 weeks, but still, we've got another backup striker. To the backup in this Hijaz guy. Maybe I do keep him around. He's only 18 from Jordan, and if we put him on an advance forward, let that sprint speed increase, he could be a speedster off the bench. And Syriac Irie, do we actually loan this man out? Well, when I actually think about it, we're expected to win the FA Cup, we're in the Champions League and everything. I'm going to keep my squad around, and that includes Asnu, because come on, let's get to this game. Bids incoming left, right and centre. Genuinely no. If we hadn't signed for Tawu, that might have been a good deal. Savinho in the swap, as I'm going to test Hilson one more time in a simulation to see if he's actually worth keeping around. Please don't lose to Manchester United. Oh no. Sheshko, a 2-0 whitewash with Manchester City up next in 13 days. Not good timing. We might be in the Champions League, but that's our defensive record from last season. Almost quarterly caught up. As was it 25, 23 goals conceded last year? We've conceded 5 already. Absolutely embarrassing. Yes, Truffeur's going to be more attacking than Mikolenko, who played well in some games, but still this team overall, once it gets its cam in, should kick on, and we've been given our banking money back to go out there and buy a cam, and we have Champions League football, Ajax, Bayern Munich, Shakhtar, and PSG to play. This is going to be a good series or season, all depending on if we get the right man for our attacking midfield